Hi, I'm Robert Lisatz, and this channel is all about being safe, fit and prepared like a modern day samurai. And today I'm going to show you how to make a wooden toilet stool out of scrap wood. In the last few months I quite often got the request to make more how to make weapons for self-defense out of wood videos. And honestly, I will make them for sure in the future, but if you're one of those guys who wants to see this kind of videos about weapons and how to make them, I can promise you one thing. If you're able to make a project like shown here in the video, you will be able to make any kind of wooden weapons for self-defense by yourself. Why? Because it takes much more skills and effort and energy to complete a project like this here than making a bow and an arrow in the woods, for instance. Every time you challenge yourself with such a woodworking project, you will be rewarded. The reward is that you will bring your woodworking skills to a much higher level. I believe that everyone should have some basic woodworking skills. Maybe you're asking yourself, why should a modern day samurai, a modern human being, a warrior, possess some woodworking skills and be able to make stuff out of wood? The answer is very simple, because in many SHTF scenarios, woodworking skills are really essential. Can you make a survival bow and arrow out of wood if you don't have any woodworking skills? I don't think so. Can you make a wooden spear if you don't have any woodworking skills? I don't think so. Even if you want to make a simple feather stick to light your fire, you need woodworking skills. It's a fact that we are really consuming a lot of stuff as modern samurais. So I really think that it's time that we also learn how to produce stuff. And woodworking is really a great opportunity to learn just that. As a consumer, I could easily have bought a plastic stool for $10. But I decided to make my own wooden toilet stool out of scrap wood. With this decision, I made a step towards my goal to be more a producer and less a consumer. As you can see, I really think that being a modern day samurai is a lifestyle. It's not something that you do only when you are in the dojo or in the gym or when you're training. It's something you do every minute of your life. And this is the reason why I really liked the movie Karate Kid with Daniel-san and Miyagi. The story told in this movie is really great, and of course Daniel wanted to learn karate from Miyagi, but Miyagi instead gave him quite a few tasks like painting the fence and polishing the surface of the car. And of course Daniel thought that this has nothing to do with karate, but he was terribly wrong. The moves Daniel had to execute while painting the fence were very similar to the moves you have to use in a fight when you're blocking some punches. So Daniel learned actually two things. First of all, he learned how to paint fences and how to block punches. And guess what? When he was polishing the surface of Miyagi's car, he learned another way to block punches. My point here is that everything is interconnected, and if this is true, it makes sense to learn new stuff. I always wanted to have a toilet stool, so I'm really glad that I made one by myself. As I said, I could have easily bought a toilet stool for 10 bucks, but I decided not to do so because, the easier way is not always the right way. The cool thing about starting a woodworking project is that at the end of the whole process, you have something you can be very proud of. In my case, the end result is a very simple but very nice toilet stool. And I'm really glad that I was able to enjoy the whole process, and even in between I took my time to drink a coffee. If you want to be safe, fit and prepared like a modern day samurai, subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video. Bye.